Hey y'all, I'm Ashlyn.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Marla, and we want you to mansplain hockey elsewhere.
Hey.
So the standings, I went over them. We actually got worse, believe it or not. um, but not a ton has changed. Um, in the North as usual because I feel like they've been the same since we started. But it's Maple Leafs have 42 points. The Oilers also have 42 points, and then the Jets are right behind them with 38. In the East, it's the Caps and the Islanders with 44, and then the Pens have 40.
Yes, creeping up.
Um,
Yay.
then West, which I also feel like hasn't changed tons. The Knights are in first with 43. Then the Avalanche has 40 points, and the Wild has 37. And then in the Central, where Emily and I live, the Tampa Bay Lightning has 46. They're in first. The Panthers have 44. They're in second. Carolina is right behind them with 43. And the Preds have fallen back down to second to last. The Stars jumped back ahead of us. And yeah, it's great here. Love that for us. So,
Well, you're not last, so that's something. I feel like I saw the Athletic released their power rankings for the first time this season, and Tampa Bay was on top, and then I forget who else went down, but I was like, I can't believe Tampa Bay's that far ahead. And then I looked at the standings, and they were like 6 points ahead of everybody else. And I was like, that's insane.
yeah, they're like significantly better than everyone. However, we did beat them once this week, so suck it. That means
Yes.
we're obvious. By what is it? Transitive property? Is that what it's called? We beat them and they're the
Yeah.
best, so obviously we're the best. Is that the right thing?
Right.
Can't
That's
lose them
that.
all. Aha.
So
Yes.
you know, that's just what I'm gonna go with because I don't have a lot to live for when it comes to hockey right now. So we're gonna
On
take
that
those
note,
wins as we get them.
I feel you. Because the Pens did not do great this week either. Let me see. We won 2 games. So out of 5. So not great.
Oh, that was a busy week though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm including today's game, which they played early. They played at like 1 for some reason today and yesterday. So love back to back early days. But on the other hand, at least it's not happening now and I won't stay up late. So at least not
Perfect.
because of hockey. So started off in Boston. Actually, Boston was here. But they won the first game and it was 4-1 final score and it was awesome. Rodriguez, Crosby, Malkin, Gensel all got a goal. Gensel had a hell of a week, but I'll get to that later. And everything was looking awesome. All the guys had energy, beat the hell out of Boston. Love it. And then the very next day, which I said last week, I did not want to play Boston back to back because they always beat us up in the very first period. Fucking Tuesday, what's his name, Tadori or something, hit Malkin, and now Malkin is still out. He's week to week. He got hit in the upper body, and it looked like he
I saw
landed
that.
on the upper body, but
Yeah.
he's being evaluated for a lower body injury. So I don't know if he like tweaked his back or something like that.
Yeah.
Um, which I've done a ton, and not because of 300-pound man steamrolled me, just because I stood wrong doing the dishes or something. So I can't imagine how that must suck. And I want to fight all of Boston. So if anyone wants to help, we can meet at my house and head over to Boston. It's
Yeah.
only, what, I don't know, 8 hours or so. It's worth it. Okay. We're going to
I
go.
don't
All,
like a single thing from Boston, so I'm down.
yeah, I mean,
Besides
Sam
the
Adams is
accent. I
okay
like
at
the accent.
best.
Other than that, no.
And Donnie Wahlberg.
Eh.
He did some dirty shit. So I don't
Yeah.
stand him quite as hard
And
as I
no,
used
it
to.
was Mark Wahlberg that did the dirty shit, I think.
Yeah,
Not Donnie.
Yeah.
that's true, but I've never been a Donnie stan.
No.
So
He gets bought just by
it was
association.
always Marky Mark for me.
No.
Duh. Come on. You know my type. You know my
That's
type.
true. I do. That's true.
And speaking of dirty people, then they went to New Jersey and lost the first game there, which back-to-back losses is always super fun. And not much to talk about in that game happened. Then yesterday they actually won 3-1. It was a pretty good game. Zach Aston Reese, Rustin Gensel. Again, Gensel, he's got 13 goals and he has the most on the whole team. Sid has, I believe, 11 now, counting today's, possibly 12. Either way, he's not leading. Gensel is, so that's awesome. And then today they lost 1-2 in overtime. It was tied. I believe it was in the first period that Jersey tied it, and then it was breakneck the entire freaking game, just back and forth. And we got to overtime, and I think there was like 2 minutes left in overtime, and they got a fucking goal. So great.
Love that.
DeSmith got 2 games in. Today was Jari, but I mean their save percentages have been great. They're only letting in at most 3 goals a game, but it's still that's all they need, you know. It's so frustrating. But yeah, so some bright spots of the week, but mostly a downer over here.
Yeah, our week, we did have a winning week. We won 2 out of 3 games.
This feels like a backwards week. I don't like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because we did decent, so it's definitely backwards. We beat the Lightning on Monday 4-1. We scored on 1 power play goal that day. I think we had 2 attempts. Yeah, 2 attempts. We scored once, which was our only power play goal all week. So that was nice, I guess. We beat the Panthers on Thursday 2-1, and we lost to the Panthers 2-0 yesterday, Saturday. I mean, there's still not a whole lot. I mean, I'm glad we won those 2 games, but there's still not a whole lot of good things to talk about with us. Like, we went 1 for 8 on power play goals for the week. Save percentages are good, but I mean, that's Pekka. Pekka's still a really good goalie. I don't care if he's like 104 or whatever. He still does a really good job. But we still have, everybody's hurt, and no one is showing. All of our week-to-week guys, like Yossi and all of our week-to-week guys, no one is showing like be back soon energy. So
no progress on the ice.
I don't know what to expect. I was reading an article a little earlier about like trade deadline and what, you know, we may or may not do. And I mean, we're the second to last team in the
Have any equipment other people could use? Like,
like, I mean, there's
new fridge for the pucks.
Please don't act like, because the article was like what trades we could do to better ourselves. I was like, bro, I mean, if we're making trades, we're just sending folks away. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing fucking happening. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I don't guess we got a little bit, but so I don't know. It was a winning week for us, so thanks, I guess, but there's still just not a whole lot of good things to talk about in Pred's country. It sucks.
Well, our week sucked more. We beat Detroit on Sunday, and Hamilton got a shorthanded goal, which I guess is really good. We did get more shots on goals in like every game but one, and in that one we only had 1 less than the other team, so that's good because that's not a problem.
Yeah.
But we also lost 3 games, including 1 to the Red Wings. And 2 to the Blue Jackets. 1 in overtime to the Blue Jackets, and then yesterday's was in a shootout, which sucked because we still got 1 in the shootout, but they got 2. So
that's the worst.
Yeah.
Right at the end.
Shootouts are so stressful. Anyway.
Oh my god.
So stressful. And like yeah. So I guess we're getting more shots on goal, which is nice. But like I don't even like it just sucks. Like we got in 3 games, in 2 games we didn't get any power play goals. In 2 games we got one. Like kind of like, oh hey, we had a chance to be first again. Let's not do that.
Too much pressure. Your
Let's
power
stay
plays
here in third.
1, 2, 3. They made 3 power play goals, which is not great, but they killed off a lot of penalties, like 3, 6, 9, like 11 penalties they killed off. So
But
I mean,
that means we're getting a lot of fucking penalties. Why do we
yeah,
have
that's
more
true.
penalties than
Stop doing
everyone?
that.
Yeah.
Like,
Try
I
to
know
look at the bright
that's
side.
fact, but it
Depressing.
feels like we have a lot of penalties every game. I'm like, oh, the other team only scored 1 power play goal, but they had 7 chances. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Why did they have 7 chances? Yeah.
This is insane.
Someone
Like-
looked cross-eyed at a ref.
Yeah, like I was like, oh, Dougie Hamilton scored shorthanded. I'm like, but why were we shorthanded, Dougie? What's up? Like, anyway, this week we have the Blackhawks and the Stars, so hopefully we can make some points up. Maybe we'll send the Stars back below the Preds. I know that's not how it actually works, but
But it could help us. We
Yeah.
play the Stars tonight. So
If
if
we-
we beat them and then y'all beat them, that could do it because they're not. Hold on.
especially if we beat them in regulation, because we
Yeah.
don't want them to get
Because
any
we have
points.
the same amount of points. Us and the Stars have the same amount of points. I don't know why I'm doing this right now, but
A lot.
anyways, we both have 27 points. So, and our week this week consists of the fucking losers of the division. We play the Stars tonight. We play the Red Wings on Tuesday and on Thursday. And then on Saturday we play the Blackhawks. Saturday and Sunday we play the Blackhawks. But like our actual week is like the bottom of the barrel bros fighting it out. So
There's hope.
we'll see. It could be a good week. The Preds still have not. I think I talked about this a couple episodes ago, but you know how I mentioned we haven't won 3 games in a row.
Mhm.
That still hasn't happened. So maybe we can do that this week. Probably not, because we just recalled somebody else from the taxi squad today. I don't remember his name. I'm sorry, sir. I should remember, but I don't. But I mean, yeah, we have like 49 rookies on the squad right now, so whatever. But
Yeah.
if we could pull out a couple more, if we could win 3 of our 5 games this week, that would be amazing. Almost unbelievable, actually.
Knock on wood.
So we'll see.
Yeah. What's the Canes week look like? Any better?
I just said we have.
Oh, sorry. I blacked
yeah.
out for a second. I was trying to think of a number. Kind of took on my brain power.
No, now I can't remember what I said about
You
our
said
week.
the Blackhawks and somebody.
Yeah, no, we have the Blue Jackets. Did I say Blackhawks? I was looking at the
Yeah.
wrong week. LOL. That's next week. I was a week ahead of my life. We have the Blue Jackets again on I'm glad you asked. I really was. I thought it was the 28th. It's not
Man,
the
I'm
28th.
trying to get to April too, so I don't blame you though.
Right.
So we have the Blue Jackets on Monday and Thursday, and then the Lightning on Saturday.
Ooh.
So we'll help you with the Stars on next week. Sorry.
That works.
We'll
Any
get you
help
then.
is appreciated. I wonder who the Stars play this week besides us. Let's see here. We got where are the Blackhawks? So they're not in the top 3 of anything. So who cares? But I don't know, man. It's very hard to get excited about any sort of hockey for me at this moment. However, I am gonna watch tonight. I'm gonna be pumped. We're gonna do the damn thing. Dallas is expected to win, so love that. Love that.
Who wrote that projection? Just want to talk.
Let's see here. Who does Dallas play this week? Sorry, this isn't any of our teams, but I'm just curious. Okay, so they play the Lightning this week and the Panthers this week. So maybe if
I
we
hope
beat them,
they beat both of them. Like, come on, Stars.
Yeah.
Go
maybe
back to
'cause,
last
you
year's
know,
Star.
that's what I say. The Stars are supposed to be like one of those good teams who just haven't been able to like pull it together because they had all the COVID and the snowstorm and the blah 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 blah. But like
Excuses.
they're basically the same team that they were last year, or what, I guess 2020, yeah. Like it's basically the same team, so they're supposed to be good. It kind of sucked.
Did they get that memo? Because
Yeah, like I don't know if they know.
they're like, oh
but,
shit, wait, we are?
They're
I
supposed
hope
to be
they get
pretty
that
good.
memo this week so they can hold those people down.
Someone tweet the account.
Yeah, let the Stars know that they're supposed to be good at hockey.
FYI. So the number I was trying to think of that short-circuited my brain was 11 out of 31, which is the amount of games that the Pens have struck first this year. So that's really shitty. And so this week coming up, we have the Sabres are coming back to town for the 24th and 25th. And I want to see them score first, especially against Buffalo, who is awful, and we got the wins before. Let's do it again. And then I want to see them score first. Both games for those. And then Saturday, the 27th, the Islanders come back to town. We also really need that win because the Islanders are ahead of us, obviously. And it would just be great to bump them down. I'm not overly confident that we would get the first goal in that game, but I can hope. So that's what I want to see this week. First goals, fewer penalty kill opportunities, and more power play goals. And I want to see some better news on Malkin. I know week to week's not great, but maybe by the end of the week, he'll be, oh yeah, next week he'll start in a no contact jersey or something.
Yeah.
So fucking hate Boston.
Yeah, fuck Boston forever, so I'm with you. Clip that. That will be useful.
Whatever. I like it.
But I don't know. I just hope kind of the same. I hope we get some progress on our guys next week. On our guys not playing. On our week to week guys. Just something. Just tell me something. Even if it's, bro, I feel like shit and we suck, so I'm not coming back anytime soon. Just tell me. Just tell me. So that I know and I can prepare myself to just suck. It's fine. I can pick another team to like pay attention to that won't suck. Just let me know.
Maybe your loyalty's on 100.
Hey, I'll always watch my team lose, but I will also pick a team that wins to watch.
That's fair.
I need the dopamine, okay? I'm just saying.
Fair. Marla, do you have something to teach us?
I do. I wanted to talk about the Gordie Howe hat trick, which Gordie Howe is obviously one of the best ever to play the game. He unfortunately played for the Red Wings, but I won't hold that against him too much. So if you've heard of the Gordie Howe hat trick, it is, or if you haven't rather, it's a variation on a traditional hat trick, and it is accomplished when a player collects a goal, an assist, and a fight in the same game. And the term was coined in the 1950s by a New York sports writer, and Gordie Howe himself actually only accomplished it twice. So it's pretty funny that they named something.
I was like gonna say that he has the namesake.
Yeah. And he played for 5 decades. Which
Jesus Christ.
Are
you kidding me?
Insane in
itself. Does he have no teeth?
I mean, he does, but they could all be artificial. Who knows? They gotta all
be fake after 50 years.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
They have to.
50 years?
He accomplished the feat twice in his 5-decade career.
50 years. Imagine playing hockey for 50 years. You get the shit beat out of you.
I grunt when I sit down on the couch. I can't.
Right?
I'm 28. Like, I can't.
50 years.
I can't imagine.
Sir.
Built different. Talk about built different.
Mm-hmm.
Or he didn't have enough of his brain left to feel pain anymore.
Yeah, the fucking CTE
That was
is real, bro.
those helmets, man. Those newfangled things. Maybe he didn't wear them very much. I don't know. But so his son Marty said that because he only accomplished it twice in his career, he said that the Gordie Howe hat trick probably should be a goal, an assist, and a cross check to the face, because apparently his dad liked to do that a lot more.
Okay.
The first known Gordie Howe hat trick was achieved by Harry Cameron, who's a Hall of Fame defenseman. He was played for the Toronto Arenas, which we had talked about previously when Em talked about like old teams. This happened December 26, 1917, in a 7-5 win against the Montreal Canadiens. So even long before Gordy played, they went back through the records and was like, all right, when was the first time this happened? 1917.
Jesus.
He himself first accomplished the Gordie Howe hat trick on October 11th, 1953, and when he scored a goal, an assist, and fought the Maple Leafs' Fernie Flaman, which is Fernie Flaman's a top tier name.
Yeah, it really is.
Right there.
Sounds like he deserves to get punched in the face.
Yeah, it does.
On this plate.
Oh, yeah, it does.
No, motherfucker. Will not stand for that. And then the second time he did it was March 21st, 1954. So only like 6 months apart. Once again versus the Maple Leafs. So I just really think he didn't like the Maple Leafs. And that time he fought Ted Teeter Kennedy. So
He had something about alliterative names just pissed him off.
maybe he was like, you know what, Teeter, you and Ferg.
Like maybe the alliteration. He just was like, "Fuck you guys."
Maybe
I'm coming
that's
for
the
you.
part of his brain
Your
that got
parents were being
Maybe
too
that's
cute.
the part that CTE didn't touch.
it like set him off. So there's also something called the Double Gordy, involving two players who each tally a goal and an assist and then fight each other. And that has occurred on 2 occasions. March 9th, 2010, Fedor Tyutin, don't ask, fought Ryan Getzlaff, and on January 10th, 2012, so these are both fairly, within the past 12 years, 13, not a math pod.
No, yeah.
Adam Henrique, who fought Jerome Iginla. So I almost wonder if that was intentional. They were like, you know what? We're going to make something cool happen. Like we both got a goal and an assist. Well, let's just fight each other and see what they call it. That'd be cool.
Perfect.
And then there's been on April 9th, 1981, there was a playoff game between the Minnesota North Stars and the Bruins. Brian Maxwell and Bobby Smith and Brad Park all got Gordie Howe hat tricks. So that's Smith and Park fought each other. So that would be a double Gordy. And Park also scored 1 goal and 3 assists. And the North Stars won that game 9-6. So Gordy, in addition to being a Hall of Famer, left a legacy that you honestly don't see too often, but when you do, it's awesome. So thank you, Gordy, for that. And the writer who coined the phrase.
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm sorry, I can't get over 50 years, so that's where I'm stuck. Sorry.
Even if he sucked, if someone plays for 50 years, they should just automatically get in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I agree. Like, even if you're not that great, you got to be like greater than like most people to be there for 50 years.
If Nick Markakis played for 5 more years.
Fuck.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like, 50 years definitely should get you in the Hall of Fame. I don't care if you didn't do anything of note. You were there.
Right.
Crazy.
Then you had to be doing something of note for them to keep you.
Like, you didn't get fired. You didn't get not, re-signed or whatever.
Yeah. They didn't put you out to pasture, so crazy impressive. And I think that's all I have on that. We're halfway through the season, which is crazy. So I'm excited to see what happens. Oh, there wasn't one other thing. The NWHL, the bubble for the Isabel Cup that got delayed from like January or February is next weekend. And it's, as far as I know, still on NBC Sports. So
Yeah.
tune into that.
And it's an all-female announcers.
Yeah, which
team.
is awesome.
Announcement team. Yeah. Words are hard.
Feel you. The Riveters and the Whale are not in it, but the other 4 teams are. So pick one and root for them. I don't really know who I'm gonna root for because the Riveters are my first team and the Whale were my second. So
so where do we go?
How the season shook out.
But that means you can just enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna get hyped no matter what, and especially like the 6 is a new team, so like it'll be cool if they win. But then like the Pride's really good, and like there's all cool. So I'm excited to see what happens. That'll be fun. But in the meantime, we'll be releasing this on Wednesday on YouTube, unless you sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/mansplainbbpod, which is our other podcast. So don't try to find Mansplain Hockey Pod. It won't be there. But if you go to our our Twitter page, which is MHE Pod Trio, there's a link to the Patreon there, our Instagram too. So interact with us. We like having friends on Twitter. So
hey.
See you next Wednesday, guys.
Bye.
See ya.